Do I really need to explain myself right now? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Doe, and man, oh man, oh man. Today I'm bringing y'all yet another trading recap video. We hit 2 trades during this Asia session, and bro, I keep telling y'all, I'm like LeBron James in Miami. I can't be beat. I can't be beat, bro. Man, I love Asia session, bro. But currently it's October 22nd, 2024, and it's 7:23 p.m. Central Standard Time. And man, I know the election's coming up soon, so I think after next week I'm gonna start de-risking. I'm not gonna risk as much as I usually risk, because honestly I never traded during an election time, so I'm not sure how price is going to be. I heard that, you know, the fluctuations is real crazy, and yeah man, so starting next week I'm gonna start de-risking on all my positions. And yeah man, let's see how price action is going to look during the election, because man, I know this is my first time, because I started trading about 2.5 years ago, and yeah, the last term is about going on 4 years. So yeah, I wasn't trading during that time, so it's gonna be quite interesting to see how price action looks. But further ado, let's get into the trade recap, and I'm gonna show y'all how I caught these 2 setups. So first thing first, like always, I like to go to the daily. Let's see what the daily talking about. Hold on, y'all. Okay, cool. Okay, so remember in the previous video I actually brought it up to y'all, how I said how price action kind of gonna be a little choppy, and the reason why I said that was because we're currently in this demand. I think it's the weekly, not the demand. Yeah, we're currently in this weekly fair value gap right here, and as well on the daily we already swept these highs. Price displaced to the downside, and we had this little order block right here. So that's why as you can see, price is just literally consolidating this area, because the big expansion is about to come up soon. But when you see prices like, you know, consolidating, that's like buyers and sellers like they fighting to get their position. So that's why you see like these spikes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you usually don't want to trade during a consolidation, but this is on a higher time frame, and the way I trade intraday, so I get in and get out. So even though the smaller time frames do follow the big time frames, I really don't get affected as much, because I usually don't stay in the trade no longer than an hour or two, unless I left a runner. But yeah, so on the daily I marked out my previous day high and previous day low. As you can see right here, this is 2 major draws on liquidity, and I also got my previous week high right here and my previous week low right here. And I also mentioned earlier how I wanted price to hit the previous week low by the end of this week, or if not, I want price to start heading towards the previous week low, just because we're high in this premium range. As you can see right here, if I mark out my tool from this low to trend to the high to trend, you can see right now price did come back into the equilibrium, but it came back up, and we're currently in this premium range, and we do have a big old imbalance right here that I want price to fill long term. So we got this fair value gap right here, boom. We got another one right here, boom. And we also got another one right here, boom. So usually when price leaves an imbalance, fair value gap, same thing. But when price leaves in a big imbalance right here, price want to come and fill this imbalance out right here. So knowing that, and knowing that it's a previous week low, which is another big draw on liquidity, and you see this low right here, so we got relative equal lows right here as well. So this gives us big confluence that price can potentially come down to the downside. And we also have a bunch of draws on liquidity on the 4-hour. So we got draws on liquidity right here. Actually get this orange line right here, that low. Got another draw on liquidity right here at this low, and we got another draw on liquidity right here at this low. So price is giving us literally a lot of reason to go to the downside. So yeah, after I marked out my liquidity levels on the 4-hour, I also seen that I had this big old fair value gap right here that I wanted price to come and fill. So as you can see, during the time, price haven't tapped into this fair value gap here. As you can see, why I took buys, but I know price overall wanted to go to the downside to fill this imbalance right here. So knowing that, I know that price like to sweep a high before going to the downside. So that's why I took buys to the upside. As you can see, when I go to the 1 minute, you will see like why I took buys was because price usually like to take out highs before selling to the downside. So knowing that, I continue to go down to the 1 hour. And on the 1 hour, I seen we had this fair value gap again, but I didn't mark it out because we already had this 4 hour fair value gap right here. So usually when I have like a big fair value gap and you see a small fair value gap, I really don't mark it out because I don't want my charts to be too messy. Plus, it's no point of marking it out because we already have a big zone right here. But just to show y'all, we had this 1 hour fair value gap right here. You see, price respected. Even though that body closed, it literally closed right above that this 4 hour fair value gap, which is very, very good. That means it's still valid in this area, which gave me more confluence to take buys to the upside. So knowing that, I went to the 15 minute. And look, what I told y'all. So I got in right here and I took price right here, got out here. I got another entry right here. And I took price right at these highs. And you see how I said I wanted price to come to the downside, right? But in order to come to the downside overall, price has to buy up into this level, which it did. Now it's selling off. So price always gives a reason to go up or down. Y'all just got to find ways, to look at it. On this 15 minute right here, you see how price has swept this low right here. Boom. I took buys all the way up to the upside, taking this liquidity level right here. And you see how I said overall I wanted price to sell to the downside, but in order for price to sell to the downside, I got to take a high out. This is the high that I was looking for price to take out, which I was taking buys during the time. And now, as you can see, this is live price. You see this price is like going to the downside and it's looking to take out this low right here and potentially go all the way down here to fill this imbalance level. So that's why I say it's very important to know how to trade price action, because price is like literally giving you a story. It's giving you a bunch of confluences. You just got to take the hints. But yeah, y'all, as y'all can see, how I said I wanted price overall to sell towards the downside. And in order for price to sell towards the downside, it has to take out liquidity to the upside, which was this high. So this is why I took buys, because I knew overall we had this big imbalance that I know price wanted to come back and fill. But in order to do that, price had to do two things. It had to trade towards an imbalance, or it has to take out liquidity. But in our case, we had this liquidity right here that I knew price wanted to target before going back towards the downside, which price is doing right now. It currently looks like price is about to Look like price is about to take out these lows right here and continue to go down to the downside to fill this imbalance right here. But yeah, that's why I always tell y'all gotta learn how to trade and look at price action, because literally the chart is literally giving you a story. It's giving you a bunch of clues. As you can see, these lines right here, boom, liquidity. This is all the clues that price is giving you to tell y'all like where price is potentially going. You just got to pick up on the clues and you just got to execute at the right time. So on the 15 minute, I marked out my liquidity level. So we had this high right here, boom, that I marked out. That's the overall target on liquidity that I wanted price to target. And we also had this 15 minute right here that price could potentially target. As you can see, that's where price is continually heading down right now. So I went to the 5 minute, and on the 5 minute, I noticed that price had came to the downside, boom. We had this initial reaction right here. We had another 5 minute retrace right here, and price displays to the upside, leaving this 5 minute fair value gap right here. As you can see, price is currently respecting. So I got on the charts around this time right here. So this is the first thing I seen right here was price had cleared these lows right here. So as y'all can see this, I'm gonna put this purple. I'm gonna put it pink. So this pink line right here, price had cleared these lows, and as you can see, price is respecting this fair value gap. None of the bodies closed below this fair value gap, so this shows that this is a very strong area because price is respecting it. I also know that we had this relative equal highs right here. As you can see, this orange line, this pink line right here that I marked out. You see how we got a high right here and another high, like they're close to each other? That's called relative equal highs. So I seen that, which is another major draw on liquidity. So right now I was just looking for a reason to take buys to the upside, and I got my reasoning right here. Price came up, tapped into this fair value gap right here, came back down, sweeping these internal lows, and you see this big old gray candle. Price had displaced to the upside, and I got in on the retest here. So it's like kind of like a break and retest, but I got on the breaker block, which is this inverse looking order block right here. So I'm gonna put that orange. So I got in on this breaker block right here, and I took price literally all the way up to the upside, and I got out right here at the 50% of this imbalance area. And the next trade I took, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little upset because let me show you my orders real quick. I was actually pretty tight because I thought I honestly left a runner. So as you can see, I got in right here, but my broker took all my position out right here. And I didn't want my broker to do that because I had draws on liquidity right here too, this orange line. And this is my initial draw on liquidity right here. So I really wanted price to come all the way up to the upside, but you know, price had took me out at my first TP level right here because I wanted to get out 50% here, and I wanted to just leave a runner, and I wanted to take, you know, another partial right here, and this would have been my full TP. But since my broker, you know, was acting crazy, it took me out right here. So that's why I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty tight on this trade, but we still make money, so we can't complain. But knowing that this was my overall draw on liquidity, I knew I could take continuations up to the upside. So right now I was just monitoring price, and I was just seeing like a good time to, you know, take buys to the upside. So when I first noticed it was on the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, I seen price had left this fair value gap right here. Boom, it came, respected it. So price had displaced to the upside again on the 1 minute. So you see this box right here, this is the fair value gap that price had respected. So I went down to the 1 minute. Boom, y'all see that displacement? So I got in on this inverse fair value gap. So an inverse fair value gap is basically like an old fair value gap that got disrespected. So as y'all can see right here on this 1 minute, y'all see this gray candle right here, how this gray candle had disrespected this fair value gap. As you can see, this blue box. So let me do this. So this blue box right here, you seen this candle, it disrespected it, and I got back in on a retest of this old fair value gap, which is called an inverse fair value gap. So I got in right here, and I literally got out right here at my initial draw on liquidity, which is this 15-minute high. No, not the 15-minute high, excuse me, the 1 hour high right here. So yeah, man, that was the trade. That was the two trades I took overall for the day. I was going to take sales towards the downside because overall I knew that price had this big old imbalance right here. This is what I was looking at, this 4 hour. I wanted price to come and fill out the rest of this imbalance level right here. But I already took two trades for the session, and I didn't want to over trade for the day, so that's why I just took my, you know, 2 dubs and I just walked away from the charts. But yeah, y'all, this is my trading recap video. I might trade the New York session tomorrow. Let me see if you have news tomorrow actually. Okay, so tomorrow's the 23rd, so we have crude oil inventories. Crude oil inventories really don't affect the index market at all, so that's not bad. We also have at 9 a.m. existing home sales, but it's an orange folder, so it's not really bad honestly. So I might look to trade New York session tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, this concludes the not the live trading recap, but this concludes the trading recap video for today. As y'all can see, man, we caught another dub in the Asia session. What can I say, man? Asia loves me, bro. I love Asia session. But if y'all have any questions, any concerns, just make sure y'all hit that comment section and I'll respond to y'all as soon as possible. But yeah, y'all, if y'all learned anything new in this video, please hit that like button, hit that notification button, and please subscribe, y'all. It really helps me out. You know, doing the algorithm, you know, get more people to, you know, learn and it hit more people's pages. So please continue to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll continue to get y'all this free sauce. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.